I'm gonna get it out here if I can. So I have the first generation interactive wand. This is Hermione's wand, first generation. I got it several years ago. You can do all the spells and stuff, you know, whatever. And it works great. And when I bought it, it was $60, and I think it's still $60. Not cheap. It's an investment, if you will. But they've come out, sorry, I'm trying to juggle this and talk at the same time. But now they've come out with a second generation one, and the second generation ones do so much more. I was gonna get Hermione's again, so I have first and second generation, but they look so much alike. I was like, I need something to tell them apart, you know, between first and second. So I got the Elder Wand, Dumbledore's wand. It's $90, which is ridiculous. It breaks the bank. $90 for this wand. It works in all three parks. And it doesn't matter what style. They have different styles. They did have the Hermione one, but it doesn't matter. Still $90. It does not only those spells, it does way more spells, and it does, like, it has the haptics where it'll vibrate, it'll light up, like the whole end of this lights up. It's actually really cool. And if you go onto the app, I'm gonna try and get my phone out here and show all of you. So if you get on the Universal app and you go to the home screen and you scroll down to where it says Harry Potter right here, then it's the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Scroll down, and then right here, play now. You will let you pair up your wand to the app, and then you can choose which park you're in. Hopefully you can see this. Let me turn the camera around so I can get a better angle for this for you. So on here, you can either go to Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, or Ministry of Magic, whichever one. Each one has maps. Now within here, you have an adventure view, and you have a spell view. If you just want to do the spells and you want to know where all the spells are, in the spell view, you have each individual one, and it'll tell you where it's at on the map, whichever store it's in front of. So let's say you pick one and then view more. At this location, there are 3 spells that you can do. I did 2 out of the 3. Now, if you do the adventure view, you can click on a task, and then it will go through and you do the task, and then it will lead you on to the next task. So let me see here, a few more. So like, here's a task. And then once you do this one task, it'll take you to the next step, and there's like a whole thing that you go through. Here's more adventures that you can do. So it's like you do each one of the things, and you can start the adventure, and it unlocks all these different things. Collections, all the spells that you've done. That way, if you're missing any of the spells, you can go back and do them. Any achievements that you have done. Like here, I made it rain, which was actually kind of cool. Any beasts that you have unlocked. So like, I unlocked a giant toad. I unlocked the Acromantula. All kinds of achievements, adventures, spell work that you do. So you're collecting all these little things. I did a bunch of the spells and the adventures inside Hogsmeade there. And I learned a lot. There was one I can't remember his name. There was one guy that worked there that really explained how all of it works, which shout out to him because I was a little confused. So I am going to pull up the app here and quickly try to show you guys how this works, because they don't explain it to you. Nobody explains it to you. You have to slowly find out bit by bit how it all works. And by the way, I am sitting here on the edge of the bathtub because the lighting here in the bathroom is really good. So in the app, you have your different parks. If you're in Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, or at the Ministry of Magic. So in a Hogsmeade, you would either select adventure or spell. So this one, hopefully you can see this, it's a bit of a glare. Okay, so I got the glare cut off on my phone. It was causing a glare right in the center from the screen. So you can choose like Hogsmeade, and then there is this spell view. Hopefully you can see that. Or you can toggle it over to the adventure just by clicking on that. In the spell view, it shows you the little black dots are where all the spells are. Now, when you, let's say you just click on one, it shows you a spell. But technically there are more. When you get to one location, it can be like this one, it's 4 different spells that you can do at this one location. Go pick a different one. This one, there's only one possible spell you can do. The most I saw was there was one that it had 7 different spells you can do. Now, here's the kicker. If you, let me see. The difference between the silver and the gold is the amount of times you've done it. So for this one, I just needed to do one time, or right here, I can cast, it's bronze, that's what it is. So I can cast this spell 5 times to achieve silver. So I guess this is bronze, and then this is silver, and there was one, I can't remember where it was. I do have a gold one somewhere in all of these different. So like these 2 are silver, this one's bronze. And then sometimes, see like this is silver, these 2 are bronze. So sometimes these will have, and I'm gonna go to Diagon Alley because I know there's some there. Is it this one? Okay. See how it has secret spell is in black. The only way for me to unlock that is to go into the adventures, and then I will end up unlocking it. But it doesn't tell you that. And so you get over there and you're standing there in line trying to go through and do these, different spells, and you're like, why won't it do that particular one that I'm missing? Well, it's because you have to go through the adventures. Now, the way the adventures work is you can click on adventures. These are all adventures, all down through here. So these are the different ones. Right here, the little check marks, I've done these 2. So in Diagon Alley, there are 6 different adventures. I'm going to go back and switch to Hogsmeade, do the adventures there. And again, there's 6. I've completed 4 of the 6. Now, earlier today, this one, it said it was unavailable and I couldn't do it. Actually, I'm going to try it. Yeah, the adventure is unavailable. Not sure why, but it was unavailable. Now, if, let's say I click on this one, I've already completed this one. I had to go through and do all these different spells, which means I have to go to all the different locations and do the spells. But once it's completed, it's completed. And if you look on here, well, it doesn't show me. Let me see if I can switch back to Diagon Alley, adventures. Okay, here we go. So when you click on an adventure, it tells you the length. This one is short. So a short length could be 3 or 4 spells. But if it is long, it can be a lot. I'm going to switch back to Hogsmeade Adventures. This one, the length is long. So it could be 10, 15, who knows how many. But here's the thing. Within the adventures and within Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, there is one adventure in Diagon Alley that you have to do a bunch of the different spells, but it ends in Hogsmeade. So you have to have a park hopper pass to be able to do that one. And same thing, there's one that starts in Hogsmeade and ends in Diagon Alley. So I go through that whole explanation because don't waste your time. Now, if you are like me and you have multiple days between the 2 parks, do the adventures. Go ahead and do them. Why not? If you are a Harry Potter fan and you want to, do the adventures. However, if you are only in the park for 1 day, maybe you didn't get a park hopper and you have 1 day in each of the parks and you can't go back and forth, maybe just do some of the spells. And when it comes to buying the wands in order to do these spells, there is a 1st generation wand and a 2nd generation wand. Both of them do the spells. Okay, I'm just going to say that up front. Both do the spells. However, the 2nd generation will link to your phone and do all of this tracking to where you can collect things. Can't do that with the 1st generation. The price difference is $30. So as of right now, the regular 1st generation is $60 and the 2nd generation is $90. So it's a $30 difference between the 2. Of course, they're both expensive. But if you are a fan and you think that you're going to be coming back to the park more than once, go ahead and buy the $90 2nd generation wand. Because you're going to end up doing like I did, where you bought the 1st generation and then you end up having to buy the 2nd generation. Granted, I bought my 1st generation years ago and now I'm buying the 2nd generation, but if you are buying it outright brand new, just go ahead and get the 2nd one. It's another $30. It'll last you. But it is a lot of fun. I will say that. It is a lot of fun, and there's something very rewarding about, like, you finally got the one spell you were missing, or you tried it multiple times, couldn't get it, but then you finally did. It's kind of rewarding. It's pretty fun to go around and collect everything. Collecting the beasts. Now, that is one part of it as well. I'm going to try to show you very quickly. Here are the beasts. Looks like there's 13 on here. Now, I did every single one of the possible spells that I could, and I'm missing 4, which kind of makes sense because 12 divided by the 3 parks, Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and Epic. 3 parks, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So imagine 4 beasts per park. Now, granted, this is 13 on my phone, but I'm missing 4, and it kind of looks like the creatures may actually be from Fantastic Beasts. So that's probably why they're on there. So I would imagine, and I'll try to give you guys an update, I would imagine when I do go to Epic in 2 days that those 4 animals are gonna get filled in. Same thing with the achievements. There's a whole bunch of achievements. I mean, I try and scroll here. It's a lot of achievements. I've achieved a good bit, but there's still a lot left. So yeah, it's just fun, interactive. It's kind of like when you go to the Nintendo world and you get the bracelet, trying to get points there. Same concept. It's fun, you know, getting to play as if you're in the world, you know? You're in the Super Mario world and you're playing the games, you're hitting the bricks. You're in the wizarding world of Harry Potter and you're casting spells. It's just a lot of fun.